So I'm going for another walk. I don't even know if bushfires are around today. Maybe they are. It smells kind of smoky. It smelled more smoky this morning. I should actually check the weather before. No, I did check this morning because I wanted to see if there was any smoke around. And it said whatever was a potential bushfire was yellow, which isn't orange, and it's not a real threat until it's red. So yellow is probably just like lightweight smoke. Orange is smoke but no fire. And then red is fire. But boy, it's hot. I'm so glad I have my reliable shirt, my blue one. It pretty much covers everything I want it to. And I was very disappointed today because they said that I wasn't going to be getting my cover shirt that I was going to use for a range of items. So I've got my black cover shirt, which is okay. It's not pretty though. I actually wanted that shirt, but when you're not paying full price for most items, a lot of these cover shirts just turn out to be refunds. A lot of these kinds of shirts, like the last two really nice shirts that I wanted to buy that were in special. So this one and this previous tunic, which is like a long singlet that looks really pretty. They didn't come. They just refunded me. And I'm like, feeling a little bit sour because the things that I actually want, they come, but they're not given to you. I mean, they don't come, and they're not given to you. And you're like, oh, is that the... They should definitely have the product there and definitely get it to you. They're not doing you a favor by refunding you. But, I don't know. I don't know what the ideology... Maybe more than one person has bought it at the same time and they don't feel like... And they have to refund one of the two or something. But that doesn't make sense. So, I don't know what the secret is. But... that tunic and that cover, long sleeve cover, lightweight cover thing, not coming. And I'm like, well, I've got a black one that can sustain me. I haven't really worn the black one extensively, but it's not like a really good quality one. It's like something I think I bought for like $10 off eBay. And if it feels like all hot and weird, I have to check what it's made from, but it generally should be lightweight, but it's not a really nice item. I wanted a really nice one to just, because it feels good on the skin. So, we'll see. I'll have a go using it as my cover. And if I'm disappointed, I'll just buy the full-priced one that I have bagged in my cart. Or one of them. Anyways, but I still actually wanted the one that I actually bought. Because that one was actually like the perfect kind of patterning, nice cool colors, and it looked really good. That's it. I have plenty of time to, if the black one does it, black goes with just about everything. So, if the black one does it, I probably won't need to buy a new cover top. until that one expires. So give it a year or two, I think, and it will expire eventually. And I do have some lightweight long sleeve tops too that I can wear. These covers just go with the ones that are sleeveless. My tops that are sleeveless that I never wear because they're sleeveless, and I don't really like sleeveless tops generally. I have a range of them because I buy them on special, and it's like, gotta wear them now, but not really my favorite kind of, unless I'm feeling pretty fit and my skin's looking good. I don't really touch a lot of sleeveless, but it's on my agenda to have fitter arms, I guess, so it might give me an excuse to actually work out and get rid of my back wings. But I think the black one will be fine. I mean, I think I've worn it before in summer, it's okay. But if it's not very soft, I might buy a new one. I actually really like this top, so I might buy it from, see if Jeans West have any cardigan-ish tops that you can put over singlets. Because I like the material. It's nice and cool, nice and comfy. Otherwise, I generally go to Myers or David Jones and see what they have. There's one that says it's made from viscose, but it says it's silk, so you would assume it's lightweight like silk. But I'm not that keen on its patterning. But I do like the idea of wearing something as light as silk. But we'll see. I'm not really up to bothering with another purchase. I'll gratefully take my refund and decrease my spendings by $35, $40, which is good. I mean, that's what you want. And then I might wait a couple months and see if they have any bigger sales on the kind of items that I've put on my watch list. Because the other items on their stock is not on sale. But yeah, that's what the clouds are like. Hardly any smoke on that horizon. It looks hazy, but it doesn't really look smoky like it did the other day. The blue skies, there's a little bit of smoke, not much. They tend to sort of smoke around the areas that they smoked the days previous. Like when you look at bushfires, they tend to, flare up and then they die down because, fire brigades have attacked them and they're just left in embers perhaps. And then they flare up again in the same areas. So you're like, I don't know what it is. Well, they tend to flare up in the same areas where they start. So they flare up, die down, flare up again. And for it can take weeks for it to completely subside. But it gets put down, it doesn't actually get extinguished, and then it flares up again. So obviously on that hill over there is a hot spot. I think there's a bit of smoke. I think there is a bit of smoke, but that seems to be the direction where there's fire at the moment. That looks like smoke to me. But on the fire map, the area is in a light yellow, so light yellow is not orange. Orange is pretty heavy smoky, so close your windows and maybe wear a mask if you go outside. If you're, susceptible to smoke reactions. And then the red is the fierce. You've actually got a fire here. Look at that. Well, this is what will, start a bushfire, this cigarette. See, people just throw cigarettes on dry ground. Could have been a fly right there, you know. On most mornings, so I wake up and I check the fire map just to check that there's no new flare-ups for the day, because they've been pretty hot on the dial for like a week and a half now, and we're probably living in one of the lightest areas in regards to fire, but it's still impacting the air quality of this area, whereas the surrounding areas, they're getting a lot more red dots. But saying that, there is a yellow dot that's quite close by, and it was red on the weekend, then it turned orange, and now today it's yellow, so it's fairly like non-existent, but that just has to flare up again and it'll be red again. Oh, have to keep in mind Wednesday. Australia's Monday. Monday I don't have to do much. Wednesday I have to come in for my appointment because I need to get new scripts. Days like this, you want drinks, and the ice cream is hot, it's dry. So what I do is put vitamins, eat on 2 vitamins for the whole entire trip, and that will quench your ideas of thirst and quench your longing for something sweet. So unless you're being exceptionally greedy, you shouldn't need to stop by and get yourself a slushy or a fizzy drink or an ice cream or anything else. All you need to do is suck in your vitamins and drink water. It's probably the healthiest option yet. I'm kind of determined not to give in to my cravings to spend $5 every time I come here on some junk food. It's a good training practice because when you're watching your cash, you can't afford everything. And it's good training for when you're living by yourself and you're like, I can't afford everything I want. I'm kind of hoping I move out in that kind of disposition where I feel like I can. Then I don't have to struggle. But so far my wishes have been very distanced. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, so far they're just very distanced wishes and that are not coming true. So if I move out tomorrow sometime, I may or may not struggle depending. I could totally be doing something awesome, or I could totally be suffering a boring job and just making ends meet. Speaking of which, I haven't even looked at rentals. I haven't really gotten a job yet. I did get an interview. They said come in a few times in the city. So I'd be spending a couple $1,000, spending 3 weeks in a hotel. And maybe even $3,000. And that's not the idealistic job opportunity, but that's what I would be doing if I accepted it. So my first instinct was to be like, no, I'm not anywhere near that area. And then my second was, maybe I should be going for that kind of job. And my third instinct is to be like, don't worry about it. I'm sure something else will come up. So, and even if you go to a job interview and stuff, there's no guarantee that you'll actually survive the job, that you'll actually obtain it for a while. But it is going to cost me a bit of money. On the upside, I get to stay in a hotel. On the downside, I have to pay for it. So unless I magically something magical happens this week, it's like not likely. I don't think any job's worth doing that, really. Unless you're really desperate. But I think it's on that maybe not platform where it's like, you know, but it would give me an excuse to stay 2 weeks in the city. I actually forgot today that I had to actually come and deliver a letter. And I was like, what am I supposed to do now that I've done most of my tasks for the day? I was like, I just remembered to have to go post a letter. It was like 1:30. Maybe pick up mail. I put on double the amount of sun cream I normally do because these days it's summer. It's not even hot, it's summer. These days are